Hello Aries. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. Wow. Cards are just sliding right out. I do only pick the top card. That's my style of reading. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could also be a current relationship. This could be a situationship and even a connection where there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. I'm wondering if you can see that. Yep, I guess you can. You got a lot of cards. All right. 1, 2, roughly just 2 cards that are a little bit on the dark side, but this is not so bad. Betrayal, that's really bad. Somebody here betrayed you. Okay. We have here embracing the shadow, followed by responsibility, selfhood, energy, betrayal, awakening, power, crossroads, abundance, and then we have nourishment under the bottom of the deck. The overall arching theme, we have inspiration. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aries, I have behaved in a way that has made the situation very awkward, very uncomfortable. You saw a side of me that was once very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive even. And that side of me I never really wanted you to see. But it is a part of who I am. It's a shadow side. And I need it to be embraced. Because it makes me who I am. I understand that in the past I was not very reliable. I was inconsistent. And I was irresponsible. But going forward now, I want to take responsibility. I want to be that person who can take these burdens, have them on my shoulder, and be the one who can handle this and not run away from responsibility. I want to take responsibility for the things that I've done, the things that I've said, because that's the right thing to do. I see you now as somebody who's moved on. You are self-sufficient, self-reliant. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. And I see you now as very guarded. You are very defensive. And it's hard for me to approach you because it is, for me, quite intimidating. A long time ago, I had you, and I knew you, but then things changed. You are no longer the same person that I once knew. There was a flame that once burned brightly, but now that flame extinguished, and how do I reignite that? It was easy before, but now I don't know. With you, I feel a spiritual connection where you make all of my chakra centers come to life. You make me feel grounded. And yet, in this connection, I acted in a way that was very unpredictable. You thought you knew me, and it turns out you never really knew me at all. Now there's a lack of trust and a lack of faith. It was as if I was a stranger, because you thought you could predict me. I've come to a realization. I've had this awakening moment where I'm seeing things from your lens. I'm seeing things from your perspective now for once. And what I see, I don't like. I see that I have betrayed you. And I see that I was irresponsible. I also know that in this connection you have this power over me. I feel powerless. You have this way of being temptation. You are temptation. Not only that, but this temptation that comes through, it melts me. It makes me weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable. And you have this power over me. You are Alpha. You are a leader, and you're confident. And I see this. I do admire it. Right now I'm at a crossroads. I don't know which way to go. Should I go left or right? What choice should I make? What decision should I make? Which way should I go? A part of me wants to be with you. In you, I have found a lot of potential. You do have a good earning potential, and I feel you and I could be a great power couple. I want to learn from you. I want to gain wisdom from you. I also feel that in this connection, I have met someone that's you. You are the perfect mate. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you have this way of fulfilling all of my needs. And you inspire me. You inspire me. A long time ago, my world was black and white. And when you came into it, it just became color. Now everything seems more brighter, more colorful, more alive. You have this way of making me see the world in a different light as this awakening moment happens. This light, the world sounds better, tastes better, smells better, feels better. Everything about it is perfect. And it's because of you. Right now, a part of me wants to connect with you. However, because I have been irresponsible and inconsistent, I have to keep my distance because right now there's a lot of awkwardness. Not only is there awkwardness, but there's this feeling of being simply uncomfortable. There is a sense of uncomfort, and because that exists, there's no way to move forward yet. All right. Aries. A lot is going on here. You did get a lot of cards. It is a lot of thinking for one person because the cards are very different. The moods for each card is very different. Sometimes there are certain cards that come up where it's kind of consistent and the same. But here there's a lot going on, and it's just I'm seeing mountains right now on my mind's eye. But what I'm seeing is just the up and down, the ebbs and flows. Just a little too much. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too less. It's not it's a weird type of feeling here. There's a lot of emotions, but it's very complicated. And it's everything all at once. That's what I'm seeing here. You do inspire this person, and sometimes also this inspiration leads to people writing music, songs, poetry, books, creating a play, right? There's certain things that people can write. There's this, you are this person's muse. You are that individual that inspires this person to feel from the soul, and they create from the soul, but they do it because of you, Aries. You're special. All right. So the first deck I just read, that is the current status of your person of interest. This deck is the Lover's Path Tarot. Wow. It just flew right out. Nine of Coins. That's very rare to get that card. Hardly get that card ever. So let's have a look. This deck is the Lover's Path Tarot, and what I like to do is I go a little bit back in time to have a look at what happened in the first place that caused the problem in this connection. So certain things may have happened, things were going great, but then all of a sudden, it all just went downhill. What happened? So the first deck, that was the current status. This is a little bit in the past, and I also read this in the reverse. This is for those of you that may never have received any closure. Your person may have ghosted you. They may have just faded over time. They may have communicated less, and you wondered what happened. So let's have a look. We have the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins talks about luxury, prosperity, fertility, and pleasure. Now remember, you just had the Abundance card right here, right? You had the Abundance card. And with the Abundance card, it does talk about money. That is the goddess Lakshmi. And that is money, abundance, wealth, prosperity. It's all good stuff. 1 second. I want to look for it. And of course, probably not going to be able to locate it fast enough. Oh my heavens, where'd it go? Sorry guys. I just want to bring it out because it helps me explain things a bit better if I bring it out here. Where are you? There you are. There. So you see this card. This is abundance. And here we have the Nine of Coins. So clearly, Aries, in this connection, money is important. Okay, money is very important in this connection that you are in, which means wealth, pleasures, prosperity, stability, right? And security. All of that is very important right now in this connection for some reason, okay? Clearly, it's because somebody here needs it, or they feel like they need it, and that's fine. That's normal in life. We need it. But here, it's twice that sort of concept has shown up, you see. So we have here how this person, at some point in time, was feeling blessed by life. They were enjoying the fruits of their labor. There was a lot of material prosperity. And now that that has been accomplished, perhaps it's time to create a family. The card actually says this. Okay, so create a family, meaning creating a family also would talk about just having more prosperity and growing. Growing from where you are now. You've done as much as you can. Now what? Now what's the next phase? Now what is the next project? That's sort of what I'm seeing this card as right now, it's not just family. Not everybody here wants family, but it does talk about growth. For me, family talks about growth. Family talks about prosperity. But when I see family, it doesn't mean the family is growing. It means there's growth. This could be people, this could be plants, this could be pets, this could be your career, but a certain type of growth. Now, we have here also overindulgence. This is one of the problems, okay? So yes, this is important, but now what we're talking about is overindulgence. So someone here, your person of interest, was overindulging in materialistic pleasures, perhaps to the point of compromising financial stability. They started to have guilt over possessing so much and spending so much money. At some point in time, there was an inability to experience joy from it. There was a fear of envy and jealousy from others. There's also this fear that this person had. So basically, your person of interest, they spend a lot of money. They're not able to keep it. They may have money, but they're not good at perhaps managing it, or they may be good at making it, but their hand sometimes is empty. Sometimes it's a little empty. And I do palm readings, but I kind of stopped that a long time ago. But you can feel in the fleshy part of the palm here, inside here, there's some people's hands that are just, they sink right in. Those are usually the jelly kind of hands, and they just like, the money doesn't stay. It's very watery for them. It just kind of leaves. It comes and goes. So that's just something regarding palmistry. But there are people like this, right? You may be able to earn a lot of money, but it may just leave. It may just go. And sometimes these materialistic pleasures are to distract an individual. Sometimes. So some of you may be dealing with somebody that wants to keep themselves happy, but the happy is almost in an unhealthy sort of way. They may be distracting themselves to try to make themselves happy. And for them, that's therapy in a way. But whatever the reason is, if this person is earning money and they're spending their own money, that's fine. But if you are in a relationship with somebody, of course that's going to be a problem. Otherwise, you're the only one earning the money and your person of interest is just spending it, right? That needs to be a bit checked. So here I see cross-watcher, be careful with your money, be careful how you're spending. If you want to be in a relationship, you have to work as a team, right? That's what a relationship is all about. Working as a team, working and building together. We have here also illusion. Now this is really interesting. Here we have enchanted by love, for better or for worse. Confusion, and confused by illusions that may or may not be real. Intense emotions, having intense emotions. The need to know what's real. This talks about delusion, deception, discomfort with emotions or relationships, and a lack of satisfaction. So what does this mean when they talk about confusion by illusions that may or may not be real, intense emotions? Your person of interest does not know if this specific connection that you are in, I'm sorry to say this for some of you, they don't know if this is true love, real love. They're questioning, is this what love is? Is this what it's supposed to be like? That's what they're questioning. So they don't know if this is real love or not. Two things. They don't know if this is real love from you, and they don't know if this is real love from them. So it could be either or it could be both. Now, we also have here delusion, deception, discomfort with emotions or relationships. For some reason back in time, there was a little bit of uncomfortable feelings, emotions regarding this relationship. Why? Because there was a lack of satisfaction. There was a lack of satisfaction. This is a very complicated person you're dealing with. It's this person might be very unpredictable, I'm seeing. because there's a lack of satisfaction emotionally. However, materialistically, they're quite satisfied. So you are dealing with someone who is a little complicated. They're not a simple person. Some people are simple, very simple. There's black and white, there's no gray. Then you got like gradients all over the place. There's some people like that. So let's have a look. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Let's have a look. So this is any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. Hopefully this will provide you with some understanding what may go on in the coming days. Look at this. 2 of Cups. Excellent. 2 of Cups. That's a beautiful card. There's a lot of love there. My goodness gracious me. Look at that. The Empress. And then you have the Magician. After that, eeks, 7 of Swords. Somebody's being sneaky. Somebody's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. 5 of Swords. All right. So we have here the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups here talks about how 2 people want to come together. One is going to say sorry, or maybe both of them are. Somebody here needs forgiveness. Somebody here is going to ask for forgiveness. Somebody here is going to give it. So we have a situation where 2 people are going to come together. Sorries are going to be said, spoken. In addition to that, this talks about unity, having that union, having that reunion, and expressing love to each other, because this is 2 people giving this 2 cups of love. They're exchanging this love. So this does show me that there is going to be some type of a reunion, the meeting of the hearts. This is a soulmate card, so both are spiritual connections. The both of you have a spiritual connection with each other. This could be past life or a future lifetime. Maybe you're not scheduled to be together yet. But this is a card that is huge. It is beautiful. It is true. This is true love. 2 people that have found each other and that want to come together and have a partnership, want to express their affection to each other. They want to express love. And they feel in this connection now that there's finally peace and harmony. This is what they feel. We also have here the Empress. Be careful somebody doesn't get pregnant if you are not wanting that yet. This is a fertility card. But the Empress card also talks to me about looking into the future. Your person of interest here is the kind of person who thinks that you are someone who is in the energy of an empress. You have all the good traits and qualities that all of the queens have. Here, you are a visionary. You look into the future. You have a way of seeing things down the road, planning things. You strategize things. You're also very abundant. You're also very nurturing, caring, protecting, loving. You are perfection. This is how this person views you. We also have here the Magician. Now, the Magician here talks about how your person of interest is going to try to satisfy you in every sort of way. And this is being that individual who can give you everything, who can provide everything for you. And this is materialistically, right? Emotionally, passionately, every single thing. They want to be there for you. Here, we also have a very interesting card that's just kind of like a pop-up. Like on a screen, you get a pop-up. The 7 of Swords. There's something in this connection where it may be a forbidden connection. It could be a forbidden love. It could be somebody doing something that they're not supposed to. Somebody cheating. Somebody here who is maybe working with you and you're not supposed to be dating. But whatever it is, somebody here is being clever and they are trying to get their way, but they're doing it even though they're not supposed to. They could get in trouble. So beware of that sort of a connection, because that energy is coming through here, the sneaky behavior. Okay, so somebody's trying to be sneaky. However, what I can tell you, even though they're trying to be sneaky, do they love you? Yes, they do. Are they in love with you? Yes, they are. So then does it matter if they're sneaky or not? That's up to you. If you think it's too much, you don't have to be with this person. If you think this is just wonderful, this is what you always wanted, go ahead. And it doesn't have to be a third-party situation. Perhaps your parents have told you, I don't like that person. You're not hanging out with that specific individual. I have a lot of daughters who are in their 60s and their parents, their fathers are like 80. And sometimes an 80-year-old is getting married to somebody who's slightly younger than them. But the daughter is the one that's objecting because the daughter sees that sense of manipulation sometimes that other people bring in. Doesn't have to be a daughter, can be a son as well. But the majority of the time, I've truly just seen women, daughters, that are more concerned, they're more perceptive, they have that intuition, and they are able to see straight through everything and all the property issues, right? This person's marrying my father and the property is going to go to this new lady, right? There's a whole bunch of things. I get a whole bunch of stories and scenarios, and people write to me. And so when I do these readings, I see a lot of different sort of issues that people go through. So this is something that people actually go through. But you see, that's not a third party situation in a way. Yes, the daughter or the son may be a third party interfering. However, this is simply just somebody who wants to be with someone and there is love. And they may need to be, they may be walking on eggshells. Like the father, for example, may be walking on eggshells because they're afraid, oh my goodness, my daughter's going to find out. My family's going to find out. It's a very sad situation. I personally don't like it when that happens. It doesn't matter what age you're in. It doesn't matter what your age is. People want people. They need people. There's no harm. There's really no harm. However, of course, there are those people that are very manipulative. We got to be careful of that. I just wanted to add this because this doesn't necessarily mean a third party. It just means that maybe a person or society or the religion, or it could be the beliefs that you guys have, the type of friends that you guys have, the family. Somebody may be saying here, no, that is not the right individual for you. In a way, indirectly, that could be a third party because somebody here is interfering in a way. So that's a third factor in this connection. But take it as it resonates, guys. Whatever it is, somebody's still doing something behind someone's back, but they're still wanting to do it because they love you so much. They are willing to take the risk. And the other thing here is they see you moving on. They see you in this light where you are, remember selfhood, right? Very independent, right? Moving on, 9 of coins, this, that. They see you as somebody who is you're very attractive. And so because of that, they have here this feeling that they're going to, by hook or by crook, they're going to have you. This is ego-oriented competition, their ego and their pride. Yeah, I'm getting the word vanity. That might mean something to somebody. But their ego and their pride, it gets in the way, and they can't stand seeing you with somebody else, and they want you all to themselves. The one thing this person does get, they get jealous, and they do want, before anybody else comes into your life, they want to have you all to themselves. Now, the issue here is if this is a third party situation by chance because of this card, if it is a third party, then this person still wants you despite all that. Like, they still want you. Whatever the situation will turn out, that's between you guys. But what I do see here is, yes, they do love you. Yes, they want to be sneaky. And yes, they want to be the one who has you. Nobody else can have you. Wow. Oh my heavens. What are you dealing with here? Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Tell me your stories. All right, just gonna do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Let go. Oh my. Okay. Your advice, Aries, is let go. Reconsider. There's something better. Peaceful resolution. Look for a sign. There'll be an opportunity. A year from now. So this is really interesting because the angels here are not very happy with what the connection is all about. And I'm getting that this is actually from the Seven of Swords card. That's where this reaction is coming from, Seven of Swords. The angels here are saying, let go of this person, let go of this individual. Let them do their own thing. Give them their space so that they can miss you, so that they can think about you and daydream about you. But letting go also means that you let go of that feeling that you may have towards them and reconsider. There you have reconsider. Reconsider what it is that you're going to say, what it is that you're going to do in regards to this connection, in regards to this person. Why? Because there's something better. There's something better than this individual, in fact. There's two things with this card. Either there's something better or there's someone better. Now, letting go could be letting go of whatever situation you are in right now. This is not looking at ignoring that card that we just saw, but looking at it from a different perspective. If there's a different scenario here for some of you. Of course, the sneaky card is there, right? Seven of Swords. But it doesn't have to be third party. So this is for those of you that may not be in a third party. They're simply here saying that let go of certain things that are holding you back and certain belief-related issues, maybe certain arguments that keep reoccurring. You need to take a step back and just let it flow, but reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do, because here with this card, there may be someone better coming into your life. So this card usually talks to me about either something better, meaning the situation is going to get better, or an individual is going to come into your life and that person is someone better than the one that you already have. Okay? Either way, there's going to be a peaceful resolution here. Whoever you're dealing with, there's going to be peaceful resolution, which means that there was something that happened before, which was not so great. Now, remember, we did have the Two of Cups, right? A sense of forgiveness here. So there is something here where words were spoken, behaviors were exchanged, and I do remember seeing in the beginning we had the embracing the shadow card, which was right there. Because we have that card, it does talk about a lot of awkwardness, right? But a lot of upsetness as well. Things that are unresolved, issues, words that were just never really spoken. Because of that, it's important to know that this peaceful resolution card, it does indicate that eventually there will be a peaceful resolution. Why? Because there wasn't before. It was not before. I hope it was your guys' card. Well, whatever it is. I mean, I'm seeing it in my mind's eye right now, the awkwardness. Was it you guys? I do these readings back to back, and sometimes I just get so confused with all of them. Okay, I think it was. Because it's next to this one. So this is the card, right? Embracing the shadow. That's the card that was here before. Okay. I don't know why I have to remember where exactly everything is, but it's my memory. So that's where it was. And this is how you guys are in a situation right now where things are quite awkward. They're quite uncomfortable to the point where you just can't talk. And this is why peaceful resolution, that message is so important, because this does mean that there is going to be communication between the both of you and it's going to work out. Here we also have look for a sign. So some of you may want to move forward in this connection. Others of you may not want to. For those of you that don't want to, this message is for you. Look for red flags, okay? Because things have happened in the past. Because of this, you'll be able to let go and you'll be able to reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do, and then you will find somebody better. For those of you that want to stay and work on this connection, still look for a sign. This doesn't have to be red flags. This is simply signs and synchronicities. When the time is right, you will be able to let go over time, and this person is going to come to you. By that time, you will be able to reconsider and the situation will start to be better. Why? Because you're going to receive an opportunity here. An opportunity to connect, but this opportunity may occur within the coming months or even a year from now. So for those of you that want to be with somebody else, that actually might happen sooner. And for those of you that want to make it work with this individual, it'll take a few months, several months perhaps, a year from now, next year. Now, if this popped up last year and some of you may be really frustrated, this deck only goes up to 1 year from now. It doesn't go up to 3 years or 5 years from now. So please don't shoot the messenger, because some of you were complaining a while ago about the specific card that it came last year. This simply means that that cycle that you guys are going through, it just hasn't come through yet. It's just not the time. It's not divine timing, right? Divine timing will happen when it's supposed to happen. We also have here the card Communicate Clearly. There you have it, folks. There you have it. Because there's a peaceful resolution that's coming up, you are going to get the opportunity to communicate clearly. When you have this opportunity, there you have it right there, the word. When you have this opportunity to communicate, keep it short, keep it sweet. Don't get into details too much, because when you do, people do get lost in the details. Whatever you do, remember what it is that you have to say, because sometimes you may only get one chance, right? So when you do get a chance, do not mock, don't be sarcastic, do not tease, just be straight, direct to the point. Use that time wisely. Whatever happens, I do see here that at the end of the day, the biggest thing here is there's something better. So there's either someone better coming into your life, or the situation itself that you are in is going to improve. Aries, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Also, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio. On that channel, that is a YouTube channel, and that those videos are absolutely free, just like these videos here. Over there, you'll find topics that I've discussed regarding relationship-related advice, as well as past life spiritual connections. I also have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? Some of you may wish to learn more about other topics. Feel free in the comments below. Please mention any topic that you would like for me to discuss, talk about. This could be related to spiritual connections. This could be related to relationships, advice regarding that. It could also be related to negative energies, so I could explain that. I'll have a look at the average. Whatever the average is, I will definitely make a video on that. But I would really appreciate if you guys could provide me with some topics, some suggestions that are meaningful to you. Now, also, some of you ask in the comments, do I do personal private readings? Yes, I do. I do that. And you can go to my website, www.asnointia.com. You can have a look at some of the package that I still have available. I do have the love readings available. I also have a negative energy removal package. That is the chakra checkup package. That's what it's called. And I also have the past life package, which also sometimes doesn't have to be specifically the reading that I give to you. It doesn't have to be about a past life. It could also be a future life, which is 4% of my readings I've seen now are future life readings. That simply means that you are not scheduled to be together in this lifetime, but maybe 100 years, 500 years from now, you could be together. And that is the recognition that the souls have together. So I look at the history of both of your souls. The souls exist in the spiritual realm, and the past, present, and the future all exist at one point in time. So even if you are in the future, your soul recognizes the other person. That's why it's so intense. You can also learn more about this on my YouTube channel. because I do have some information on that, because I've done a lot of readings now, and the majority of the time, everybody's going through the same thing. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do remember to provide any suggestions on topics. All right, you all take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.